Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of New Hampshire. We're currently in the city of Claremont. Today we're going to be doing a driving tour of downtown Claremont, New Hampshire. It's 62 degrees outside. We're going to make this right-hand turn. We're coming off of Tremont Street. Looks like we have a police officer on our left-hand side. On our right-hand side, we have a clothing, kit, and caboodle business. Claremont Spice and Dry Goods. We have Jenkins School of Dance and Gymnastics on our right. We're next to Triple Play Comics, Cards, and Games on our right-hand side. So we're in the downtown area. We're approaching rotary traffic, a rotary traffic pattern, meaning like we're going to go through this circular centerpiece on our left-hand side. This is somewhat of like, instead of a town square, like a town oval. We have the Chamber of Commerce on our right of Greater Claremont. Allow this vehicle behind us to go by. We have a female jogging by on our right-hand side. We're on the Opera House Square. That's what this is called, Opera House Square. We're passing Sullivan Street. I'm going to go around this circle just once. We got a little squirrel on our right-hand side. You see the little squirrel dude hopping? He's hopping. We got some street work being done. Huge yard sale advertisement on our right at 24 Belding Street, Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays. We have the tavern on the square on our right-hand side. We have some outdoor dining tables on our right. We're actually in the parking slot, but I'm doing this just because there's A, not a lot of traffic, so I'm able to do this type of maneuverage. B, because I want to show you guys a closer view. We're on Broad Street now. In front of us, we got Edward Jones Investment. We have the tax work room. I'm going to make this left so that you guys can see this little center parking space that they provide here in downtown. 2-hour parking is allowed. We're not far from the airport too. Check it out. They have a little, what looks like to be green space. We have a little placard that reads Lafayette's Tour. On June 27th, 1829, General Lafayette was erected. Does that say erected? No, I'm sorry. That says greeted. Wow, greetings, General Lafayette. He was greeted by crowds and 13-gun salute. He stayed at the Stevens Hotel and left the next morning for Vermont. Wow. So this was part of, I guess, General Lafayette's tour. So we're going to yield right here. There's a yield sign on our left-hand side. We're currently facing Rocky's Taqueria. Does it say Taqueria? I see, why do I see ice cream on the window? It says Taqueria, which usually means tacos. Yeah, there are pictures of tacos too, but they must sell ice cream. I see a book exchange, quality used books, credit for tradings. In front of us, we have the Pregnancy Center of the Upper Valley, New Hampshire Legal Assistance, and the Greater Claremont Chamber of Commerce, as well as Salon 24. All right, we got some cars on our right-hand side approaching, so I'm going to allow them to pass just so that they don't end up behind us, rushing us. While we got 3 cars that popped up out of nowhere. So we're going to wait here patiently for those cars to pass. Claremont is the only city in Sullivan County, New Hampshire, United States. As of the 2020 United States Census, the population here was 12,949 people. Let's continue moving forward. All right, now we're going to go through this little block over here on our right-hand side, Sullivan Street. It looks like they're paving the street also. We have some art on my right in the window. On our left, we have Creative Chaos Ceramics, Beauty Salon, the Classic Beauty Salon, Optometrist Dr. W.C. Carpenter and Associates. We have parking slots on our right-hand side, Bank of New Hampshire on our left. We're approaching Franklin Street. We have the Sullivan House on our right-hand side. Now, it appears that parking is free here. That's what it looks like. I haven't seen any meters. Then in the center, we saw, 2-hour parking max. There's parking slots everywhere, which is good. But then again, that's because it's a small downtown. We have a church on our right-hand side. Looks like a pretty nice little building. Made in 1795, a United Methodist Church. 1795, ladies and gentlemen. Do you realize how old that church is? We have a painter doing work on our right-hand side, working for Coughlin Painting. So we're going to go around the block and go back through downtown, try to hit the other opposite streets that we didn't see yet, and then we'll do some of this surrounding neighborhood. It's an extremely small downtown, so be forewarned. We're not going to spend a lot of time in downtown, but we will explore the surrounding neighborhoods. We're in the residential portion right now. As you can see, homes on the left, homes on the right. That house on my right, I like it from afar. I can already see it. Right here on Pearl Street. You see the one on my right with that top roof that looks like a cone? They got the shutters. Are they functional? It looks like I see hinges on. Yeah, they got hinges. They even got miniature shutters up top. Wow, really slim shutters. I'm going to make this right. I got a vehicle behind me. I'm sorry. Let's make this right on Pearl. So we're going to go all the way around the block, and then we're going to come back up. We have a gentleman on my right-hand side taking a stroll. He has some Nikes, long pants, a hoodie. He's just looking around. So I see a mixture of homes, brick homes and vinyl-sided homes. Across the street on our left-hand side, we have a brick building that's boarded up. It looks like it was probably once a home. You see that? With the green boards on the windows, overgrown grass. It looks like a perfect, almost cube, almost. I would probably say it's more like a rectangle because the side is a little bit longer than the front. But definitely a beautiful little building with a lot of potential. We have a chapel on our left. We have St. Mary's Catholic Church on our left-hand side. On our right, we have St. Mary's School. So I believe that's a continuation of the Catholic Church. It's probably a Catholic school. So Claremont is located at an elevation of 551 feet above sea level. The total area that Claremont spans is 44.09 square miles. Wow, that's a big town for this downtown being so little. I would expect with at least 44 square miles of real estate, of equity, of land, I would expect this downtown to be a little bit bigger. For example, Pittsburgh, I believe, was around that size. But Pittsburgh had a large downtown compared to this. This looks like it belongs to like a 5,000 population town, if you understand what I'm talking about. Like I've seen towns with 5,000 people or less that have a town this size. Look, we got a diner on our left. Check that out. I'm going to try to take a photo if I could. See if I can snap a photo of this. Yes, I got a photo of it. The Tumble Inn Diner. Booth service. That's pretty cool. Nice vintage style diner. Right here around the square. We're back at Opera House Square. We're coming off of Main Street in Claremont, New Hampshire. There's a sign in front of us that reads no trucks. Let's go through this block. Let's see what we run into. We have Tavern on the square on our left. Wow, they're doing street work here. Oh man, this is a really nice looking little downtown strip. Now again, it's not super tall. On our left, we got Sugar River Bar, or Barbers. I'm sorry, Sugar River's Barbers. On our right, we have One Last Life. What is that about? We have Helping Worries, new and used for less, where every day's a yard sale. We have Granite State Hobbies, RC cars, planes, trains, games, and more. That's my type of business. On our right-hand side, it looks like we have an antiques and art gallery. The sidewalks look like they're being repaved, so they're doing the cement work. On my right, the sidewalks are new. On my left, there is no sidewalk. So luckily, I didn't do a downtown walking tour. I was going to walk over here from where we were located, but this would have been a pretty rough walk, and B, I don't know how it would have been on the dog's paws, walking all over all that gravel and stuff, shards of gravel. Eagle Times. On our right, we have Sunshine Cook Shop, Jamaica-style restaurant on our right-hand side. We got TC's Pantry on our right, RA's Ultimate Sewing on our left, Country Pleasantries on our left. We have the Wolf and Bee Tattoo Studio on our left-hand side, Daddy's Pizza, Grinders, Salads, Euros, and Pasta on our left. We have a nice theater on our right. Check it out. A nice theater building. Apartment rental info. Oh, they must rent the apartments upstairs. We have a recovery program over here on my left-hand side, and Family Resource Center on our left, as well as Changes Boutique and Thrift on our right, and Reed Optical on our right. Real Steel Fitness 24/7 access on our left for a gym. Let me pull over. I just realized when I said I realized there was a car behind me, so I'm probably holding them up. I sounded like Beavis and Butthead. I said You remember Beavis and Butthead. You remember? Mini tipi for me bang holio. Alright guys, so it looks like we just entered a little plaza. I just came off of the main street to come to this plaza, so you guys A, know this plaza exists, and B, so I can reorient myself. Maybe we'll go back through that downtown strip just one more time so you guys can catch it the opposite direction. We have a Family Dollar in front of us. GNC Live Well. Alright, so we're going to continue. Oh, the road is closed. We can't go the opposite way? No way. Yeah, we can. So we're not allowed to go the opposite way? No, there's a car facing that way. No, you can't go the opposite way because there's a car right here. Let me see where this car goes. Monkey do, monkey see. If this car goes forward, then I'm going to go forward. Let's see. Oh, they're turning. Come on. Go forward. You can do it. No, don't turn. Come on. You can do it. No, everyone's turning. Why? All right, so Claremont was founded in 1762. Wow, 1762. That is a long time ago. All right, let's continue moving forward then. Let's just follow the leader and go with the flow of traffic. So they really closed off the right side, and I don't want to be that guy that treats that street as a two-way when it says road closed. We're passing Citizens Bank on our right. We have Uptown Bakery on our left and Custom Cakes by Tammy on our left-hand side. What's interesting is that I noticed this small town, Claremont, and Vermont, when we were in the state of Vermont, we were in another small town. I think it wasn't Jamaica. The village of Jamaica was crazy. If you saw that little tiny short walking tour, that was crazy. Was it Bridgeton? Bennington, I'm sorry. We have Mascoma Bank on our left. Let me make this left. I got cars behind me that probably want to go. Go, Power Rangers, you mighty morphin Power Rangers. What's interesting is that Bennington and this small town, Claremont, they had recovery centers, which I find kind of interesting because I'm just going to allow you to go, bro. People are tailing me. You got a bunch of wide space. This is a massively wide street. You got a nice monument on the left-hand side. We also got cannons. You see, I couldn't see these cannons because the cars behind me were insisting I move faster. But the thing is, I'm insisting you go around me because there's plenty of space. Look, watch this car go behind me, around me. Boom, you see? There's plenty of space. All right, so I'm reversing so y'all can see these cannons over here. There's cannons on display on my left-hand side, cannonballs and all of that stuff. So it's interesting how these small towns have recovery, and I'm assuming recovery is related to, addiction and whatnot. It's like, wow, I didn't expect these small towns with barely any people to have, yet alone recoveries, but problems with addiction. I mean, I understand there's pills like opioid, addiction and alcohol addiction and stuff, but that's incredible, right? Addiction happens everywhere, guys. We're passing Barber Street. We got Fisk Free Library on our right-hand side. We also have the Central Fire Station on our right next to another church. Another gorgeous church. We got 3 cars behind us. I'm going to let them go by before I try to maneuver the car right so that you guys can see that church. All right here. So this is the public library right here in front of us. That's the public library on our right. The sun's shining behind it. That's the church in the middle. And then that's the Central Fire Station on our right-hand side. See it? It's actually open. So you can see some of the fire engines. You can't really see much, but let me try to show y'all. Look at, you see? There's 4 big fire engines. That is amazing. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to make a left here. I'm just going to wait. There's a lot of traffic. This road right here, I picked the wrong road to be on. A bunch of traffic. The reason why I said those 4 big fire engines were amazing, because if you saw the Jamaica, Vermont tour, then you saw that they had a little teeny weeny cute cabin fire station that I swear it looked like they must have a smart car fire truck, because that's the only thing that I can imagine fitting inside of that teeny weeny fire department garage. It was busy, it was as big as this dumpster right here. It said fire department. I'm like, yo, bro, what's gonna fit in there? Community dental care on our right. All right, we're back around the square. This is the rotary traffic driving pattern. We're gonna go around this one more time until we cover all of the exits. I'm gonna allow this gentleman to go by. That comic book store in front of us looks like they probably got like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, magic cards. They had some packs of cards on the window, and that kind of like corresponds with like the comic book culture and all that stuff. All right, so we already went through that block. We already came from this block. We came from that block. So I think we dotted all our T's or slashed our T's and dotted our I's. What's that saying? I forgot the saying. Cross the T's and dot the I's. There you go. All right, so we're going to stop here. Post 29 on our right. American Legion Post 29 on our right-hand side. Let me face this park real quick, because there's actually parking here. All day parking. Check this out. Thank you for not smoking. All use and disposal of tobacco products and equipment is not allowed during a city sanctioned or permitted event per City Ordinance 539. I just wanted to show y'all this park and give you another view. Alright, so we're going to continue moving forward. I'm going to be very cautious. We have a gentleman on our right that he looks like he's part of the military. He was standing there. He was probably like, I don't know, he had like a Navy hat. It looked like something like that. I don't know what type of hat that was. Or maybe he was past military. Let's continue moving forward. So it looks like we covered most of downtown. So let's start checking the surrounding areas. There's mountains in front of us, as you can see. Mountains as far as the eye can see. So I'm going to continue moving forward. I'll probably make a right at this corner. On my right-hand side, we have Stevens High School. Stevens High School, home of the Cardinals, established in 1868. All right, we're going to make this right-hand turn on Summer Street. I'm going to pull over. Tons and tons of cars behind me, including an ambulance. RIP to the little squirrel dude on the street on my left. Dang, squirrel dude, they didn't even let you cross the street, man. All right, we're at Bond Street. We have a little mural on my right. I'm going to make this left. We're at Bond. Is this a one-way? I'll be able to tell shortly. First United Methodist Church on our right-hand side. There's cars facing that way, though. This actually looks like it could be a no outlet. So if this is a no outlet, then it's a two-way, because you got to make a U-turn once we get to the corner. Yeah, there's cars facing both ways. So I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer, right? You guys know, if you don't know, I'm traveling the country with my dogs and my wife. And one of my dogs appears to be having, I think she has like a UTI, a urinary tract infection. She's peeing a whole bunch. So we're trying to address that. She just scratched me on my back, giving me a warning that, oh, check out this Super Sport on my right. What's that, El Camino or Ford Ranchero? El Camino, yeah, boy. So anyway, she just scratched me on my back. She's like over me. I think she kind of has to go urinate. So with that being said, I don't think this tour is going to reach a full hour, but I'm going to try to get through the main details, show you guys the most important information before we end this tour so I can take her for a walk, because I don't want her to hold that in either. So I'm just letting y'all know that. It's a small town, though. It's like these areas that have very similar housing, suburban style housing, small downtowns. It pretty much, you get the idea. You know, this kind of reminds me of like the small town we was in Vermont, Bennington. It kind of reminds me of that somewhat. We got a Napa Auto Parts on our right-hand side. So the total area, land versus water, it was 44.5 square miles, right? Land is 43.15 square miles. Water is 0.90 square miles. We just passed Ming Cheng Restaurant, which is a Chinese restaurant. We're approaching Pleasant Street. I went through a block last night that was not so pleasant. On the way over here, coming from Vermont, it was horrible. And I'm driving the RV and pulling this, and it was this little teeny tiny road, bumpy, gravelly through the mountains, uphills, downhill, steep grades, a bajillion and one bugs on the windshield. Let's go left. This block looks cool. East Street. This is East Street. A bajillion and one bugs on the windshield. I'm talking about darkness. I'm talking about you got to travel 5-7 miles an hour. You don't know what's coming in front of you. Did I mention a bajillion bugs on the windshield? Yeah, I think I did. Well, guess what? A bajillion bugs on the windshield. It was incredible. It was nerve-wracking because some roads, like I was lucky enough to maneuver and reverse out of a road that had a bridge that was way too low. If I didn't have reverse game, like if I wasn't fully capable of reversing that 41-foot rig with the trailer on the back, we would have been stuck in a tight jam because it would have ripped off the roof or we would have just been stuck. But luckily enough, why did that car just erratically turn like that? Was he looking down texting and last minute realized that? Anyway, whatever. But yeah, so that was related to the Pleasant street name. We got a family on our right hand side. Check them out. See the family? A couple women. Looks like maybe 3 generations. Lately, I've been passing 3 generations of family. So are there any notable people from here? All right, there's people. I'm gonna name these people. Let me know if you know anybody. Look at this yellow house on my left. I kind of like it. Clean. Canary yellow. You got Doug Berry, Edmund Burke, Deratus Clapp, Barbara Cochran, Francois Rana Cassi, Celeb Elise, Harriet Farley, Kirk Hannafield, Jewel Murat Hannaford, Benjamin Tyler Henry, Jeffrey R. Howard. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to pull over real quick so that she can use the bathroom. I'm gonna have Omi take her out real quick, just because she's moaning in my ear and she's probably in pain. And rather than ending the tour, how about we do that? So I'm gonna educate you guys on some details why Omi goes and gives her a quick walk, because that's not fair that she has to wait. She's really like, has to use the bathroom. So Philly, come up front real quick. Philly, come up front. Philly, come here, Philly. Come here, Philly. All right, Jersey, stay there with her. Cool. Because then Philly thinks that she can go out too. Philly, you got to wait. Philly, you don't have a UTI. You have to chill. Yeah, we think maybe within the last day or two, we were doing research on how dogs can get a UTI. Yup, she peed immediately. Philly, come on, Philly, wait. You got to wait, Philly. Wait your turn, girl. We basically did research and learned that dogs can get UTI for several reasons. One of the reasons which we think was connected to her is that when she squats, she tends to rub her vajayjay on dust or dirt or grass, whatever she's on. So she can get particles. Those particles will get on her private and, will cause some type of infection. So, because she tends to drop it like it's hot and she like rubs her thing on the ground. 1, Jersey, 1, 2, 3. Come on, you ready? She might have to pee again. Yeah, she peed once. Let's see if she just dropped it again. That's 2 pees. So yeah, we've been dealing with that within the last 12 hours. Trying to like address it, which is going to be difficult because I'm trying to do these tours. I'll be trying to do them, and she's not the type of dog that likes to be locked inside of the RV. She has to like come with us. So anyway, you got George B. Upman, Celeb Tark Zetsky, Oren W. Robinson, Hosea Washington Parker, Jennifer Militello, Larry McElreevy, Dorothy Loudon, Jonathan Hatch Hubert, Jeffrey R. Howard, Constance Fenimore Wilson, William J. Wilgus, and so on. Those are like designers, basketball players, college football coaches, congressmen, what else? Inventors. The Benjamin Tyler Henry, he was a gunsmith. He was the inventor of the Henry rifle and the first reliable lever action repeating rifle. That's cool. Writers, Olympic gold medalist, detective Deratus Clapp. I guess that's how you say his name. Derastus Clapp. He was a detective. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody that I know off of the back. In popular culture, Wrightsville, the fictional small town setting in New England of many Ellery Queen novels and short stories, was based on Claremont. Ellery Queen was the pen name of cousins Frederick Danae and Manfred B. Lee. Betty Miller, a Clark native, had married Manfred B. Lee in 1927. According to the Queen Space Sports website, the Claremont Eagle newspaper provided front-page coverage on July 10, 1959, of a talk Manfred Lee gave in which revealed that Wrightsville Lee, I'm sorry, there's so much going on in the background. Damn, and she just sneezed in my ear. She jumped back in and sneezed right in my ear. So if y'all heard a noise, that was her. Claremont was the filming location, though not the setting, in the 2006 movie Live Free or Die. All right, so they used this location as the setting or as the shooting location for the movie Live Free or Die, but it wasn't supposed to be based here, but they made it seem like it was based somewhere else. Co-written and directed by Greg Cavall and Andy Robin. So how many times she went pee? 3 or 4? 3? And she pooped? Oh snap. Damn, she was really going in. All right, let's continue to move forward. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I figured let's do that because it's not fair. When you gotta go, right? No one likes to hold it. And I'm the firm believer that I like to let people go. Because when I was a kid, my teacher made me wait. When I was in elementary school, I used to rock the chair back and forth so bad because my elementary school teachers would make us wait. Because, you know, some kids would always use the bathroom like a bajillion times, and they would ruin it for the kids who generally had to use the bathroom because they would just go in the bathroom and play with water. Well, I really had to go, but my teachers used to make me wait. We're on Little Lane. This is a little tiny block. Should I show you this little no outlet? Yeah, why not? We're here. Yeah, so my teachers used to make me wait. So, you know, like sometimes nowadays I'll be having to just go. When I gotta go, I'll jump out on the side of the road. I'll do what I gotta do, man. So this is the no outlet, guys. I just want y'all to see this. These are how people are living in New Hampshire, Claremont. Check out that house. Looks like most houses I've seen across America. That's what I'm learning. Like the redundance in architectural design is duplicated, copy and pasted throughout the United States of America. There's very few homes that like are truly unique or truly different, but for the most part, the consumer home looks the same. All right, I'm gonna make this left. So there's a gallery of prehistoric postcards from here in New Hampshire. If you want to see what that looks like, you might have to look on the internet because I can't show you what the postcards look like. But they do have a gallery of what they call prehistoric postcards, which is cool. Think about that. Prehistoric is like super old. All right. Let's slow down here. There was a car behind me, but he turned. So we got driveways, we got sidewalks, front lawns, side lawns, vinyl sided homes. Some of these shutters are just for show. They're just bolted on. There's not much going on. Passing Cottage Street. Let's go through Cottage. Looks different. Looks like we haven't been through here yet. So what famous people are from New Hampshire? What famous people are from New Hampshire? You got Sarah Silverman. Oh, I've seen her before. She's like a comedian. She does like a lot of goofy skits and like movies and stuff. Everything cheap. They're doing a little yard sale on our left. Mandy Moore. Wow, she's from here. Franklin Pierce. Yo! Adam Sandler, my boy, is from here, bro. 55 years old. Hold on. Is he from here? It says, man, why they put him here? Brooklyn, New York. He was. Oh, all right. So he was born in Brooklyn, New York, 9/9/1966. He and his family moved to New Hampshire when he was 5, and he graduated Central High School in Manchester. So he grew up here in New Hampshire. All right, it makes sense. but he was born in New York. Yo, Adam Sandler. I'm a huge fanatic of Adam Sandler films. Although I enjoy his comedic side more than his serious side, I have like one of his darker movies, and I'm just not into drama, so I prefer him making me laugh than him making me sad. But yeah, Adam Sandler grew up here in the state of New Hampshire. What celebrities live in New Hampshire? Most New Englanders know that comedian movie star Adam Sandler is a proud New Hampshireite. That's what you call somebody from New Hampshire? A New Hampshireite? But many more of your favorite actors, comedy personalities, authors, and musicians have also called New Hampshire home at some point in their life. All right, so let's figure out this list of 10 people. Let's make this left, though, because we're just stuck at this corner. Look at that stairway on my right, going up the side of the building. You see it? It looks like a jungle gym for kids. Seth Meyers. He lived in Michigan to the age of 10. And after his family relocated to Bedford, which he considers home. Sarah Silverman, we already know about Sarah Silverman. Who else? Mandy Moore, we know about Mandy Moore. John Irving, a great American novelist. J.D. Salinger. Robert Frost. Dan Brown. Sam Huntington. I've seen him in several teen movies. Yeah, and Not Another Teen Movie, absolutely. Sam Huntington. Anthony Stephen Kalanitis. Okay. And Jodie, what's her last name? Jodie Picoult. I've seen her face, I think in like one film maybe. Janie Picoult. All right, let's make this right. And then let's make this left. We're going to make this left-hand turn. We got a cemetery on our right-hand side. There's a cemetery. I see section B. They have it sectioned off. See a bunch of headstones, traditional lower headstones, and you got the big fancy headstones. We're passing section C. So I guess that's easier to identify where your loved one is located by sections. We're passing section F. No, I'm sorry, that's section E. It looked like an F because the fence was blocking it. Oh, we have a motorcycle behind us. I'm going to move forward, but the motorcycle behind us is like revving his engine. So I guess he wanted to get by. I'm going to make this right. My bad, motorcycle dude. So it's cool. The most significant name to me on that list is Adam Sandler. That's to me, based on my generation. So what movies were filmed in New Hampshire? Let's make this left on Man Court. Oh man, this is a no outlet. Man Court. It appears that there's a lot of no outlets in this small town, isn't there? Is this a no outlet or does it keep going? I don't know. It's called court. Most of the time, courts mean that it's a no outlet. Yo, I just saw a NASCAR in somebody's backyard. Somebody owns a NASCAR back here. Somebody literally got an official NASCAR. It got the numbers. It's on a trailer and everything. Look at this on the trailer on my right. You see that off-road vehicle? So what movies were filmed here? Let's see. What do we have? Before I Sleep was filmed here. Beyond the Mat was filmed here. The Brown Bunny was filmed here. The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin was filmed here. I don't think I've seen that in probably forever. Probably once when I was a kid. Probably not even. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably never seen The Good Son. But I know who Macaulay Culkin is. In Dreams was shot here. Jumanji was shot here. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. I'm a big Robin Williams fan. I kind of like Robin Williams movies. Like we actually just watched the movie called The RV the other day, when they travel across the country in an RV. Speaking of RV, I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story that me and this guy was talking about at a gas station here a few minutes ago. Justice in Mind was shot here, or Justice is Mind. Mystery Team was shot here. Wow, Mystery Team. I know the actors that are on the cover art, but I've never seen it. Yo, they got some cups sitting out there with a sign that say free. Like 3 or 4 coffee mugs, and there's a sign that said free. On Golden Pond, Our Town, Return of the Secaucus 7, Sensation of Sight, The Skulls. Oh, I remember that movie with rest in peace, the dude from Fast and the Furious, Paul Walker. The Skulls. That's basically about the fraternity Skull and Bones. There's a secret fraternity that a lot of the presidents are in this fraternity, Skull and Bones. That movie's about it. I saw that movie before. Thinner. Oh, snap. I got that DVD back in Philly. I didn't bring it on the road with us because, to be honest, it's part of my Pop's collection. That's why I said I got it. But I ain't got it. He got it. But whatever. It's cool. Thinner. That's an old movie. It's kind of like, well, I can't say it's a low-budget movie because here it says it's by Paramount Pictures. And you know Paramount Pictures is a major film studio. Yo, somebody's walking their dogs in the cemetery. I hope you pick up the poop right after, because if not, you're allowing them to poop on people's graves. That's not cool. She's in Section B walking her 2 dogs. Let's continue moving forward. Thinner was shot here, though. Wow, Thinner. It's an old movie. What else? The Thomas Crown Affair, The Whisperer in Darkness, and that's at least a good 18 movies that were shot here. There's probably more shot here, but there's cars behind me, so let me focus. La Valley, Building Supply, drive through Lumberyard on our right. Drive through Lumberyard. I guess you can pull up, just drive through, pick up your lumber, and go. All right, we're approaching Park Ave. Look at that big warehouse on our left. Wow. We're passing Park Ave. Man, I'm going to make this right because I got a truck behind me. And I kind of just want to focus on this warehouse. And look, y'all get to see this little Sweet Fire Barbecue Dine-In Bar and Takeout. Look at that. Yo, so on the way here from Vermont, a lot of those little barbecue restaurants, bars, parlors, everything, they look like a home. They were all like with the home facade. Look at that giant building. When I was a kid, I used to want a building that big, man. I'm talking about when I was a kid, when I was even in my younger adult years. I used to want a building like that big. Like that was my dream, like that right there. Something that massive. I don't know, I guess you could say I was a kid with big dreams. Right? That's crazy. Daily news and bad jokes. Look on your, what does that say? Daily news and bad jokes. Look on your ace book. That's not really catchy. I don't know what they meant by that, but let's go up here. So talking about RV, we're talking about the movie RV with Robin Williams. Then I was talking about how I met a guy at a gas station here, right? So I pulled up to a gas station here. And there was a Cadillac, an older, like a early 2000s Cadillac Escalade parked out front of the gas station. So I pull in. There was a guy sitting in the driver's seat. There's people on my right working on the house. All right, Tune, focus on the story. Stop getting sidetracked. So there was a guy sitting. I didn't think that he worked in a gas station or anything, right? So he was sitting in the car. I pulled up the gas station. So when I get out the car, he gets out the car. So I'm thinking it's just coincidence. So I'm walking towards the door, and he goes, "Hello, buddy. What's good, my friend? How you doing today?" And I say, "I'm doing well, sir." And he goes, "You drive that all the way from Pennsylvania to here?" He was Indian, so this is my horrible impression of an Indian. I'm sorry, no offense to my Indian fellows. I got a good friend, D.O.D. Kanene, who was Indian himself. So we're on Grand Street. So he said, "You drive that all the way from Pennsylvania over here, my friend?" And I said, "No, sir. I actually traveled the country. So far today, I hit 44 states. But yeah, I'm traveling the country." So we're going in, and he said, "Wow, buddy." So we go to the counter, and I tell him, but I didn't drive it all 44 states. I pulled it on a trailer. I'm traveling in an RV. So I parked the RV at a location. I unload the car, and I travel the state or the city, and I park it right back on the RV, and I continue my travels. He says, "No kidding. You know what? That's my dream. That's what I want to do. But instead, I'm effing stuck here." And I thought that was so crazy that he told me that. Oh man, we're stuck at a no outlet. I thought that was crazy. That he told me. He said it in such a way where it was so funny. He said, "That's my dream, but instead I'm fucking stuck in this place." So I'm like, well, it's never too late, like you can always do it. He was probably like in his 50s maybe, and he said, but my wife is too comfortable. He said, I met her in 1996, and ever since I met her, I told her that I wanted to buy an RV and I wanted to tow a small little car across the country and travel the world, but she doesn't want to do it. She's too comfortable. So I'm like, oh man, that's that sucks, buddy. Maybe you can convince her to it, talk her into it. Maybe you can start with the East Coast. He says she loves the East Coast. Yep. Because I said maybe you could go down south to because he's up here in New Hampshire. I said maybe you could drive down south and go to Florida. He said, oh, she loves the East Coast. My wife loves the East Coast, but other than that, she doesn't want to go west. So I said, dang, I said, but don't give up, buddy. Have hope. He started telling me about his whole life, his whole story, and everything. And then I said, dude, but you gotta go to Arizona. Like Arizona's a must visit. I didn't know that he was gonna tell me what he was gonna tell me next. Because hey, we're talking about traveling. You got to. I'm gonna recommend Arizona to anyone and everyone. If you talk to me tomorrow, I'm gonna say you gotta go to Arizona. He said, Arizona is too hot, buddy. Too hot. It got over 100 degrees. He says, and I got family. I got plenty of family in Arizona that own gas stations, they own hotels, and they keep trying to tell me the last 4 years, my family, they tried to tell me to go to Arizona, but it's too hot. I don't like heat. Anything above 70 degrees is no good for me. Hey, bro, I can relate to you. I said, me too. I hate the heat. 70 degrees, I feel you, bro. He said, but you went still. And I said, yeah, but you gotta go. He said, where are you from, buddy? And in Pennsylvania, I said, Philadelphia. He said, oh, Philadelphia, very, very good weather. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you already know. You know what I mean? We got that good weather. But I just thought it was ironic, and it was kind of disheartening and inspiring in a sense. It was disheartening because we got this man who owns a gas station, right? Who's sitting in his vehicle in front of the gas station, probably not too happy with his life here. He kind of looked miserable when he said, but I'm epping. He said effort. He said the full word, but I don't want to curse on YouTube, even though once in a while I curse once or twice. But he basically said, but the way he said it, I didn't even expect him to say it. He said, that is my dream, buddy, but I'm being stuck in this place. I wanted to crack up in front of him, but I didn't, out of respect. But that's sad that he feels that he's stuck. Bro, you not stuck here. You own a gas station, my dude. Just sell it. But what I think the dead weight that's holding him down, what sounded like the dead weight in the story? His wife. And that's sad. But he said that when he met her, he said, in 1996, when I met my wife, I told her that I wanted to buy an RV, purchase a small car, and travel across the country. But she's stuck. Hello. Hi. She waved at me, so I waved at her. I said hi, and she said hi back. But oh man, this is a no outlet too. Anyway, let's keep moving forward. Let's continue with the story. Yeah, man. So that goes to show you, bro, you ain't stuck there, bro. You own a gas station. You probably worth a good couple $100,000 at minimum. To own a gas station, you gotta have some type of income. Then he said his family owns gas stations and his family owns hotels in Arizona. And I remember when I was driving by Arizona, I was driving by gas stations and I was driving by hotels. I was probably driving by his family's property. You know what I mean? Bro, you're not stuck here. Listen, just convince her, talk her into it, do something, drug her, and then make her wake up over there. Give her some Xanax or something. But don't overdo it. Give her something that. No, I'm kidding. Don't drug your wife. Gentlemen, if you're watching, don't drug your wife. But anyway, it's sarcastically speaking. Let's go around the circle so y'all can see the circle. Sarcastically speaking, do something. Convince her, man. You guys only live once. I was driving away thinking, bro, you unhappy with your life, bro. I'll trade you. I'll give you my RV. I'll give you the smart car. You sign over the deed to your gas station to me. And I own a gas station in New Hampshire. That's it. That's cool. That's cool with me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But I didn't tell him that. But you know what I mean? Like, if you that unhappy, bro. But low key, he could probably afford an RV and a smart car. He probably just hasn't bought it yet because his wife. But I thought that I'd tell you guys that story because we were talking about the movie RV with Robin Williams. If you haven't saw it, check it out. It's a pretty family friendly movie. But that's deep, right? That's so deep. That was kind of like a dark story. His reaction, I didn't expect to get his reaction. Like, I'm fucking stuck in this place, and then he cursed again. Like throughout the story, he said, and I ain't just cursed now. I said pucking, like a puck, like a hockey puck. He said, I'm fucking stuck in this place. And he made it sound bad. Like, bro, this is your place. Bro, just hire somebody to run it for you and go travel. But again, his wife. He said she's too comfortable. Listen, man. You gotta get her out, bro. Like, you gotta get her out there. He said that he don't like Arizona. Like, it sounded like he wasn't pressed on going to Arizona because he got family there. But I told him, I said, eventually when I'm in my older years, I said right now I think I needed to cross the country to make sure that buying a house near a metropolitan area was going to be the right thing. You understand? Because my thing was, we were in the process of possibly investing some money into purchasing one of these type of style of homes. I don't know how big, I don't know how small, whatever our budget can afford, but we were in the process of mentally, getting prepared to purchase a home outside of Philly. But something in my heart told me, don't do it yet, because I don't want to buy a home in Philly and just plant myself like a tree, and then we're not going to be able to travel again for another 30, 40 years until we're in our senior years. So why not do the reverse? Travel first, explore the country, make sure wholeheartedly that I either A, want to stay within the metropolitan area that I'm born and raised in, or B, I think that I'm done with my hometown and I want to travel and move to like Colorado, move to like, just example, to wherever, Blasey or Washington, wherever. But these last 9 to 10 months, almost a year, helped me realize that there's a lot of beautiful sceneries in America, but none of them feel like home. None of them I want to call home just yet. So I was telling the older gentleman, I said, yeah, I'm kind of a city person, and if anything, I foresee me in the future when I'm in my senior years, probably moving somewhere in the middle of the country, somewhere, probably Montana, Wyoming, I don't know, something with plenty of land in the middle of mountains where, nobody could find me, and have a farm and rehabilitate animals or something like that. But at the moment, I'm not pressed on it. I've seen what I needed to see. There's always the future. I can always drive back to any one of these states. I did it once. I can do it again. If I want to go back to Arizona, I can drive back to Arizona. If I want to fly to Arizona, I can fly next time and not feel like I'm missing any experience. This was really an eye-opener, and I appreciate doing this in reverse. Yeah, it's true. We, went in reverse. We could have got a home first, but instead we did this trip. But now at least when we get a home, I'm not going to feel like I'm missing anything. I'm not going to feel like, oh, I wonder what's out there. I wonder what Montana looks like. I wonder what Seattle looks like. Oh, I wonder what Illinois. Nah, bro. Like, I've been to every state. As of now, to date, we only got 4 more states left, y'all. 4 more states, baby. 4 more states until I get back home. And one of those states is New Jersey. And we've been to New Jersey. So, low-key, we only need 3 more states that we've never been to, which is Massachusetts. I don't even know where I'm driving. I'm just going in circles. Massachusetts, Maine, and Rhode Island. Oh, and Connecticut. No, it is 4. Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut. All right, so it is 4. Yeah, because 5 is Jersey. We've been to Jersey, but we still got to go through like New York City and Jersey on the way back. But I'm not pressed on those places because we're super close to them. Like, I live near New York City my whole life, so I'm not really pressed on getting tours of New York City. I could have got tours of New York City before this trip. They, for years in the comment section, been telling me, go to New York, or go to Scranton, or come to Jersey, or come. It's like, I live so close to these places that they didn't really intrigue me. Yo, we're like on some super private, top secret, private property stuff here. But that was the little story that came from this conversation with the gentleman who owned the gas station, and I sympathize with him. His eyes lit up when I had told him that I was pulling it on an RV. He told me his life story, basically. All in a sum. And he probably got kids. Who knows? Maybe he got grandkids. I don't know. But I'm blessed. We are blessed as a family. Me, Omi, Jersey, and Philly. We are blessed to have done. Even though Philly didn't get to do the whole 48. We met Philly. We rescued her in Alabama. So she's short about 7 or 8 states. But it's cool. It's cool. Philly don't even care. She don't care. It's crazy because Philly don't even know what Philly's like. She's named after Philly, after our home city, Philly. But she's never been to Philly. So I can't wait to go to Philly and take her to a park that I used to let Jersey run free. And I'm going to take her there and I'm going to let them run free. I'm sure Jersey's going to be excited. Jersey's probably going to be ecstatic. Like, we're back. We're home. But yeah, you know, I'm going to go back to Philly and I'm 20 steps ahead of the game. So I'm strategizing on still getting something country-like. But, you know, if it's within a 6-hour driving distance, then it's fine, you know? Theoretically speaking. I'm not going to drop my actual coordinates, but, you know, I'm still going to have a property in Philly. And upon achieving some maximum wealth, if I can afford more property in Philly and invest back into the community, then I would do that. But at the moment, I don't feel like I'm missing nothing. I'm content. I'm happy. I think we're ready to settle down. We are ready to like officially settle down, get something that looks like this. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be that big, you know. It just basically has to fit within our budget. You know what I mean? It'll be our first actual, you know, homey home, you know, town home, you know. And yeah, I think that'll be cool, you know. That'll be cool. And in the future, after we settle down, I'm still going to be grinding while we're settled down. Grinding as in still documenting, still creating content, still. And I want to expand my genre of content. I got some things in store for you guys. I don't want to spoil the milk just yet. I just want you guys to see it like, bam, damn, Tune, you keep on leveling up. But y'all know I come from a cinematic background. Cinematic is where my heart is at. And I have a bunch of cool gadgets and tools that will allow me to create some epic stuff. And I know how to edit, I know how to color grade, I know how to do color correct. I have a lot of skills that aren't being put into play with what you're seeing right now. I'm sorry, I got the hiccup. We're passing Grove Street. I don't know, I haven't been talking about streets, but it's cool. This is one of those small talk tours where I just small talk. But let's make this left. It looks like a little quaint block. But yeah, so I got some things in store, but we're just going to focus on getting our life organized, getting our life together, you know, taking a rest, man. This has been a very exhausting trip. You know, it's been fun. It's been exhilarating. It's been exciting. It's been a tremendously life-changing experience. Yo, there's a cat on the hood on my left-hand side. There's a black cat on that red SUV's hood looking at me. Meow, 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 meow. Bye-bye, kitty. Yo, the kitty was staring at me as I was driving by. He stuck his head out. And he's like, hold on, what'd you say, bro? You in my hood, you in my neck of the woods, I'm about to slash you. But, yeah, man, look at, there's a house right here on my left for sale pet pending. But, like, after seeing so many houses in America, I kind of know what I want. I kind of already know what we can possibly afford. You know, I'm not wealthy, you know. I'm not rich. Unfortunately, I'm not rich, you know. I'm wealthy in spirit. I'm wealthy in knowledge. I'm wealthy in heart. But at the end of the day, it takes U.S. notes to purchase these properties. Oh, I could probably afford that little tiny shack house right there on the right. You see it? You see that little teeny... After this trip, that's what I can afford. Right there. Saying... I'm being funny, man. I got to make light out of a dark situation. But it is what it is. You know, it's been an eye-opener. We had tons and tons of fun. We ate tons and tons of cool food. We ate and gained weight and lost weight and gained weight and lost weight. We fluctuated throughout this journey. We've been through some of the craziest storms, through some of the craziest weather conditions, been through all seasons and some. It's been magnificent. It's been awesome. Like I've had a ball. I think Omi has had I'm not going to speak for her. Give me one word to describe your trip. Just one word. If you wanted to tell the audience one word, what would that word be?
Eye-opener.
Eye-opener. That was her word. Eye-opener. So there you go. It's been an eye-opener for her. Let me ask you. Are you pressed on getting out of PA at the moment?
No.
You're giving me a head nod, but let them
No.
hear something.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. You know what I mean? So we already got an idea. We're both on the same page. We're both lifelong residents of the PA area, Philly, you know, to be exact. We both grew up around the same hood. And it is what it is. You know, so seeing how that guy's reaction was lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. That this choice that we made last year in 2021, when I brought it up to her, and it was just like, I've been planning on this forever. It's kind of like he said, when I met my wife in 1996, I had told her that I wanted to buy an RV, and you know what I mean. He said that he told her he wanted to buy an RV, and he told her that he wanted to get a small car and tow it, right? A couple years ago, I had told Omi, but she knows that when I used to look on OfferUp, I used to always show her RVs. Always, right? Oh, look at this RV. Look at the RV. Look at this RV. We just weren't ready at the time to purchase an RV. But the last couple of years, we were saving our shillings, you know, making the right moves, making the right investments. And that's how we were able to do this little trip, you know. It was a sacrifice, but now if I get rooted into a home, I'm not gonna feel guilty. I'm not gonna feel like I'm missing anything. I'm ready. And planting ourselves to a home is just gonna give us a solidified headquarters, where now if I need to take a plane flight somewhere, Omi could hold down the fort with her 13 guns, her bazooka, her grenade kit, her bulletproof vest and bulletproof helmet, our 10 dogs, our savage sharks that are around the moat, our ADT security system, electric barbed wire fence, our landmines across the lawn site. Basically, she could hold down the fort, and I could feel good knowing that she's in a safe situation, and I know I got a home to come back to. You know what I mean? A peaceful, safe home to come back to, and we could bring our, you know, we can let our loved ones in Philly know where we're at and let them sleep over type stuff. You know what I mean? And just, you know, I don't know if that makes any sense, because I feel like a lot of people rush to leave Philly and not knowing exactly what they want. And then they go to this place because they hear it's good, they hear that's good, they hear it's better, it's better for pay, it's better for work, it's better for education. But they never really traveled the country, or yet alone the world. So we wanted, specifically me, I wanted to start off with the country. And then eventually, obviously, you would love to travel the world. Obviously, I would love to go to Peru. I would love to go to Europe. I would love to go to the Virgin Islands. I would love to go to Egypt. I would love to go to Arabia, to Saudi Arabia, to Dubai, to Japan, to freaking... I would love to travel the world, guys, but it's not free. You know, it's not free. And who knows, maybe in the future, if you guys really want me to go to Dubai and I get a general consensus of supportive people who say, hey, Toon, we'll support you to go to Dubai, and I start a fundraiser, who knows? I don't know how much it costs to go to Dubai, but I'll need Dubai travel fares, and I'll need, you know, living expenses. So I don't know, if a Dubai trip costs 10 grand and I say, hey guys, do you guys think I'm ready for Dubai? And I get people to say yes, and people start the fundraiser. I mean, you know, get this fundraiser popping, and we get past 10 grand. It's like, all right, cool. You guys help me get to Dubai, then I'll take a plane flight to go to Dubai. But coming out of pocket to go to Dubai, you know what I mean? You got to be realistic. I had some people like tell me, Toon, come over to London. Toon, come over. Bro, like, do I look like Trump? Am I a billionaire? No, unfortunately, I am not. But I aspire to be. So with that being said, you know, I am thankful for this journey. I am prepared and open-minded to see the world. Gas prices have really been killer too. Gas prices across the country have been killer. But man, has it been? It's been what Omi said. It's been an eye opener. It's definitely allowed me to realize that there's a lot nicer people in this country than I thought there was, based on what pop culture, media, TV, and television, and movies have programmed me to believe. I was concerned about, like, you know, running across some like questionable scenarios. But to be honest, the most questionable scenarios I probably ran across was probably here on the East Coast. Yeah, here on the East Coast and across the middle of the country, I've met some of the happiest, friendliest, kindest, most talkative people. Like people that I'm surprised that they want to stop and talk to me and ask me questions and conduct a full conversation with me. And I'm kind of timid in nature because I know, you know, I'm a polite person. I could be a demon, but I'm a polite person too. That's nothing to be proud of. But I'm a polite person, you know. I give respect, you know, when respect is due. But I know I present myself. I chose myself, you know. I designed my avatar to look the way it looks right now. And I understand, damn, dude, your transmission is blowing, dude. The way you pushing that gas pedal, you just slipped that transmission and I heard it. You know, I designed my avatar, hypothetically, you know, figuratively speaking, I designed my avatar to look the way it looked, tattoos, everything. I'm cool, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But I know some people might prejudge me, And these people weren't prejudging me. They was like, if I felt like I was like someone's family, the way they was like getting real intimate and close to me and talking to me. I had one couple, they invited us to their private land. We was somewhere in Texas, and they was like, you know that we got land. You can park your RV and be behind our house. I'm like, bruh? Like, I'm thinking like, hold on, are you guys like swingers or something? Like, no way. But USA is definitely worth traveling. I recommend it to everyone. You know, you only live once. And if you do it right, once is enough.